Alright, and I'm back now. I have my Retron 3 HD connected to a television. We're going to see how this thing performs, how the games work here on the system, and give you my impression of the Retron 3 HD. First off, we're going to try a Sega Genesis game. I have Columns here. Puzzle game. Power. And there is Columns. Looks very good here on the TV. Playing great. Cartridge went in, no problem. Hit the start button there. Oh yes. I'm sure most everybody is familiar with Columns. Kind of Sega's answer to Tetris. Very fun puzzler. I always enjoyed the game. And really great soundtrack as well. Performing perfectly here. Not really trying to do anything, just kind of showing how the game plays here on the system. It plays well. Alright, so that's Columns for the Sega Genesis. Cartridge comes out easily. Next, let's give the Super Nintendo a try. I have Super Battleship here. Super Nintendo controller. The system does come. The Retron 3 HD does come with a Super Nintendo and a Sega Genesis controller. Does not come with an NES controller, and I don't have one. I do have a couple ordered, so I'll give the NES game I have a try here on the system, just see how it boots up and everything. Won't be able to play it. I don't have a controller yet, but I do have some on the way. Should receive in a couple days. Here's Super Battleship for the SNES. Yep. This is one game I did have growing up as a kid. Fun strategy game. You can play like the classic Battleship board game on here, but it also has like a military strategy game as well, in which you have different missions. You have to try to help. And there's Super Battleship, Classic Battleship. You have choices there. Up Super Battleship, you have these different missions. You have to help like escort merchant ships, or just attack the enemy fleet and try to prevent them from sinking your ships. And I believe you hit the wrong button. I apologize for that. Let's see here. Here we go. Super Battleship. There we go. And you start out with a couple different scenarios here, and after you beat these two scenarios, you have more scenarios added on. Here's the first scenario. Sink the enemy fleet. Sink the Excalibur. Sink the enemy fleet 20 rounds. And here you just decide, do you want to move your ship, target weapons, which we don't have any enemies in range right now, follow prior orders, and this gives you a status display about your ship, as far as damage, hull strength. Gives you some specifics about your ship. Also shows what ammo you have. Don't have any torpedoes on this particular ship, just have artillery. And then you can give your captain, you can tell him, you know, the commander of the ship, what you'd like him to do. We want to move forward. We have a smaller ship as well, part of our fleet here. We'll also have him move forward as well. And there's our merchant ships we have to protect, and there's the enemy, and he's coming toward those merchant ships. This is a fun game. I'm mostly just wanted to see how it booted up and played here on the Retron 3 HD. But yeah, it's a great game. Came on fine. Controller works great. No issues. So turn that off. Get our game out of the system. Comes out very easily. And finally, I do have an NES game here to try, at least see how it boots up. I don't have an NES controller. I won't be able to play this game right now. It's Golf for the NES, one of the original black box titles. Alright, we got it there in the system. Move my toggle switch up to the NES and hit power. Nothing. Okay. Let's ensure that I have the game in right. Alright, let's try it again. May not have the game in as snugly as it needed to be. There we go. There's Golf. Yeah, I just didn't have the cartridge pushed in out of the way. Don't have a controller, so we can't actually play this right now. But it works. There it is. So, yep, no issues. Other than the fact I don't have a controller for the NES. So let's see about getting out. How difficult is it? These NES cone systems, they've been known to have death grips on the games. And it came out fairly easily and fairly smoothly. Alright, well that's the Retron 3 HD by Hyperkin. And just showing you, how the games boot up, putting games in, taking them out. I will be back in a few days with some more game footage. We'll play these games a little bit. Check out Columns, Super Battleship, and Golf. I do have some controllers coming in. Should have in a couple of days. We can play some golf. We'll try to rate these games, give you my opinion of them. I am subscribing to Video Games Monthly. Have my first box on the way. Hopefully in the next week or two, we'll get some games in for these systems as well as Super Famicom and Famicom as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.